Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to FTL Faster Than Light. On the last run, we completed a couple of achievements going the distance, not ship achievements, but general achievements. On this run, I kind of want to go back to the Rock Sea type and try to get the last achievement with the ship ancestry, find the secret sector with the rock cruiser. Now, there are two ways in which we can do this. The first is that we actually do the entire quest line. We find the ship in an asteroid field, we salvage the stasis chamber, we take it to a Zoltan facility, they repair it, we get the crew member back, and then we go to the Rock Homeworlds, and we find the beacon in that sector. Alternatively, we can skip the first two segments of that achievement just by having our Crystal crew member Ariel here with us when we get to the Rock Homeworld sector. So all we need in order to get the achievement is to get to the Rock Homeworlds. We won't do it legitimately, but that's only just because this achievement is so hard to do, even on a really good run, just because you have to get so dang lucky. You have to find the asteroid field, and then you have to go to an NG or Zoltan-controlled sector. And then after that, you've got to... I'll put you on shield so that we get that shield recharge rate when that laser hits, but we'll still get hit by the beam. I think this laser has a 10-second charge time. The heavy laser has a 9-second charge time, so we will take some damage here. Unless I launch in one missile at the weapon system. Ooh, we resisted the hull damage, which is very nice. Unfortunately, it did not take their beam offline, it only took the laser offline after it had fired, but that's okay. Heavy Crystal going on their weapons, take their weapons offline, so that when our shields go down, we don't take any damage. But yeah, it's just such a hard achievement to get to. You have to get so dang lucky that, personally, I would just much rather not worry about it, and if I can, cheese it and go to the Rock Homeworlds and then just rename this crew member, I'll do it. They're going to escape. Hopefully we can land this shot on the weapon system before they escape. We have no shields. They're going to get a laser shot off before I can do anything. I'm actually just going to finish this fight off with a missile, I think. That means we will have used 2 on this encounter, but I think it was important just to finish them off before they could get stuff repaired, escape, or do damage to me. Maybe they would hit my weapon system and I'd have to use a missile anyways. I don't really mind. We have a lot of missile parts. Hopefully we can find a better gun at some point soon. That's the biggest problem with this ship, is just that the swarm missile launcher, we have no shields. Okay, they have a beam drone. We have to take that beam drone offline ASAP. This is a strange encounter. Normally you don't just get your shields immediately destroyed when you jump to any beacon, but obviously we did here. Even with our Crystal Heavy being hit by the ion, we should be able to get it back online before they can do anything, and I'm just going to continuously auto-fire on their drone system until it gets destroyed, because this ship is repairing itself slowly, so I need to take this down to the red. Good, and with that shot, it didn't breach unfortunately, but with that shot landing, I can now go on piloting. Because the Crystal Heavy does pierce 1 bar of shields, I don't need to attack the shield system at all, and while we have some time, I might as well get the shield personnel in here to repair the doors. Keep the I need to change my weapons. I need to have my weapons like this so that the ion takes the swarm offline, not the Crystal Heavy. But yeah, with 20% dodge chance, I'm hoping that we can dodge some of these ion shots coming in, and every dodge is extra training to hopefully get these guys dodging better in the future. Yeah, there we go. We just dodged 2. So yeah, that's, I made a couple of mistakes here. I definitely should have had the Crystal Heavy on the left, because now it won't go offline if we get hit by a random ion. Normally I do like to have the swarm on the left just because it is much more reliable damage if it's fully charged than the Crystal Heavy. If one shot misses the enemy ship, we still have the potential for 2 of the 3 missiles to land. So, you know, if we get hit in a bad spot and our weapons go offline by 1 bar, I'd much rather have the swarm than the Crystal Heavy. But it's just this ion takes it offline for 5 seconds, means it has to come back, means it has to recharge. We're getting some good dodges. We got 4 out of that fight. That's not too bad. We only took a couple of points of damage. 3, I think. but that's okay. Keep jumping ahead. Would like to find a weapon for free, would be amazing. Aha ha ha. Okay, we are going to delay the rebels. This gives us 2 more jumps that we can use to get more scrap than we spend, and also it means that I don't have to fight a Zoltan ship. So I will delay the rebels. We delay them by 2 jumps. There's a lot of beacons here for me to explore, so I don't mind taking some time right now. You know, I can go down, over, up, over, down, and then hit up these beacons by the exit maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the path is laid out in front of us, but this is very good, very good. Listen to their offer, convince them, don't kill them, accept. This is a very good encounter because you get a free weapon out of this encounter if you don't destroy the enemy ship, and we do not have to destroy the enemy ship. We just have to land in a couple of shots here. I am going to use 1 missile immediately. Good. I was hoping we would take out that dual laser. They did oh my god, I can't speak today. They did switch their weapons around after the missile did land, but it did take the charge out of the dual laser just enough that we were able to get our crystal heavy laser firing first. Big problem with the crystal heavy laser is that it takes so dang long to charge. I'm not sure what their crew is doing. Maybe there was a fire and they had 2 crew members in there to put it out. Yeah, I think that was indeed what happened there, because no one went into the oxygen room to repair it. Let them live. Yes, we get a small bomb. Of course, the free weapon that I get out of it is a missile launcher weapon, which pretty much does nothing for me. Unfortunately, I'm using swarms already. Swarms fire faster than the bomb. As long as the enemy ship does not have a defense drone, it's better for me to just use the swarm because it deals hull damage. Now, this only does 1 damage per shot. The small bomb does 2, but it also does hull damage, where the small bomb does none. This might be a little bit tricky. Again, just gonna fire off the swarm. Swarm's actually pretty good because it does fire very quickly. If I land in 1 shot, I can take some of the enemy weapon systems offline. Luckily, it's use another missile. Oh no! Oh, we dodged it. And we did get hit twice. So we got hit twice here, but luckily the heavy laser did not hit us at all. It was only the small basic laser. There we go, finally landed that crystal heavy shot after 2 attempts. Unfortunately, we landed our swarm on their weapon system, taking the heavy laser offline just after it had fired, but luckily we did dodge it. Unfortunately, we're getting a lot of misses, but their lasers can't hurt me as long as my shields come back online fast enough. So I don't think I need to use swarms here, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'd rather just be safe. You know, if their weapons are not firing at the same moments, maybe we can actually sneak in a shot between their shots. They fire in, you know, a basic laser shot, it hits our shields. They fire in a heavy laser shot, it hits our shields because the shields come back online. They're dead though. We got hit for a little bit. We have no med base, so we can't heal ourselves up a little bit, but we did get a lot of scrap out of that. 17 plus 18 brings us up to 71, and I think I am just going to immediately get that 2nd bar of shields. It's quite important, and we've been taking a little bit of damage, not because of missiles or anything, but just because of only having 1 bar of shields. This is going to really, really help us out here. This situation, for example, it's a fire drone, so it's not that big of a problem, but we don't have to worry about it right now. Their single shot laser is going to bounce off the shields. Our shields are going to stay online. And in fact, I'm just going to go straight onto their piloting system, stop them from dodging any of my shots, maybe. As a result, maybe I can sneak in another shot and maybe take their shields offline so that when the solar flare hits, it does more damage to the ship. An enemy ship that has no shields will take more fires and I think more hull damage. We'll see. Alright, 2 fires start aboard our ship. The one in the oxygen should go out fast enough because it's right next to the airlock. I mean, it kind of is an airlock. But yeah, their shields are down, their engines are down, their weapons are down, and they're dead. Get my O2 back online. We don't have to worry about having the engine's powered up quite so much now that the fight is over because the FTL drive charges up faster when there's no combat. I'm just going to wait a second for the O2 levels to come back. 70%, I'll jump. I would like to go up to that distress beacon. It could be pretty much anything. We might have to give up some fuel for it, or we could just get fuel and or scrap for free. And with there being multiple distress beacons and a store by the exit, I kind of am thinking hit up the distress signals, and if we get some good stuff to sell, go to the store. If not, then don't go to the store, upgrade my own dodge chance, piloting, sensors, doors, etc. Clone too, clone bay would be really good to get. I will attack the ship. They only have one laser. They might have a bomb somewhere aboard the ship, but bombs don't really worry me all that much. They do have drones. They might have 2 drones, but I'm expecting that they'll only have one. Yeah, 1 combat drone and 1 heavy laser. The heavy laser is actually the biggest problem here, because if it fires at the exact moment between 2 shots from the combat drone, it could sneak in a shot and do 2 damage or start a breach or a fire. I do enjoy that I have aerial on the shield system, because it's going to make the shields recharge fast enough that ideally this drone will not take our shields completely offline. We should be fine here. I'm going to fire on that weapon system though. If we can take that out, we won't take any damage on this encounter. Almost guaranteed not take any damage on this encounter. There we go, and it breached, so that laser is offline forever. We can just wait here, gain some, we don't even need the swarms online. I can put that power into engines. We just wait, gain some dodge chance, gain some shield experience, and slowly take the ship out, because this Crystal Heavy takes, what is it, 15 seconds to charge? I think it's 15 seconds, and then I think the Crystal Burst is 13? 14? Don't quite remember, but it's not that important right now. We don't have a Crystal Burst. That is the Crystal Ship B type that has that item, that weapon. Got some good training from this, especially on shields. It's very nice. 18 scrap plus a station that has nothing in it. When you investigate stations, you can sometimes lose a crew member. The disease that your crew member can catch when they board the station is not cured by the clone bay. It's only cured by the 2nd level med bay. Even if you have a 3rd level clone bay, it doesn't do anything. They'll still turn on you and you have to kill them, and then they don't come back. Kind of annoying, but there are some other options that you can only use with a clone bay. This I love. It's a small research station. One reason why you want to go to distress beacons, especially when you have a rock crew member, is this exact beacon, this exact event. Small research station on fire, you just send the rock crew member in and they put out the fire. We get a repair arm augment. Sucks. Reduces scrap collected by 15% if you are not at full health. So if we are at full health, then this is fine. This will allow us to repair up, but the biggest problem with this augment is that you can never, well, not never, but it's much more difficult to use those random events that repair your hull, because you're always at full hull integrity. It's not very good. So I'm going to go down to that store and sell it before we leave this sector. We can also sell the rock hull plating. That's another 40, so we should have probably almost 150 scrap if I save between now and then. I'm probably going to get a crew member out of this encounter though, and I will probably accept said crew member, just because slavers are really good to get. I am going to get the swarms online though. I think that's very important here. If the Crystal Heavy laser misses, I might want to send in a missile just to take their missiles offline. I might want to just send in 1 missile to see if I can take their missiles offline before they get a chance to fire. But it looks like it's a Lido. It's going to fire very quickly, so I'm just going to wait for the swarms to power up to maybe to level 2. I don't need shields powered up to level 2, so I might as well depower it. This is going to land. It is going to land in shields. Man, we've been getting hit in the shields very, very extensively lately. It's okay though. We breached their weapon system, so we're only going to take this 1 point of damage. Might as well get the rock crew member in there to repair the breach at least. Good stuff. With their system still being offline, attack them in piloting. If they ever get the missile launch, ooh. I mean, I'm going to accept it. It's a shame that it's a rock crew member, but it is still someone who I can have on weapons. And we can even get a teleporter later. With a teleporter and this many crew members, I would really look forward to maybe finding a fire bomb or a fire beam. Kind of a old school method of doing it. Not old school, but I've used it a lot in the past, but it's an effective combination. Rock crew members plus a fire weapon. I will accept the offer. Rock crew member, that's like 50 scrap. So it's a good payout. I cannot complain. Also makes us a little bit less in danger if we get boarded, because we can just throw more crew members in the boarder's face. Only having 3 crew members and a single level clone base, kind of dangerous, but hasn't been an issue so far. Next distress beacon, a satellite. Now this one is interesting. We can promise to help, but we probably won't get anything out of it. Well, we could not get anything out of it. We could just take hull damage and then have to leave, which honestly is not that bad. I'll try to promise to help, just because I want scrap to go to the store. Okay, it works. Oftentimes you just take damage there and you don't destroy the satellite, and you don't get any scrap out of it. But we managed to luck out. Only 8 scrap because of the repair arm, but it's not that bad. Okay, we're going to go to the store with 60 scrap. Not as much as I thought. We only got 8 scrap between when I was talking about it earlier, and that was like 3 jumps ago. Hacking, mind control, and a drone control system with a combat drone, not a defense drone. So we're not going to take that. We're going to sell the small bomb. Swarms are fine. The swarms can get through a defense drone as well. You just have to wait for it to get fully charged, which is fine. But we can't use both the swarm and the small bomb, and I'd rather have the swarm because it does hull damage. So we're gonna sell the small bomb. Yes. We're gonna sell the repair arm. We're gonna sell rock hull plating. Are we? Probably. Drone control, mind control, hacking. What we really need is another gun, so I'm probably not going to buy anything. I could buy hacking and hack down enemy shields in the future, but we only have the one gun. Tell you what, I'm not going to sell rock hull plating. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to sell it at the next store. Maybe it can save us some extra hull integrity between now and then. Basically, I'm going to think of this as 40 scrap in the bank. If I sold it right now, it would bring me to 147 scrap. I'm not going to buy any of these, so I would just upgrade my ship with it. But if I keep it, maybe it will protect us from damage, and I'm probably never going to spend all of my scrap anyways. Like, even right now, I'm just going to upgrade like a couple of things, like so. And with the 40 scrap in our cargo hold, we basically have 52 scrap. I can spend that whenever I want. So why not just do this? I would need 2 bars of reactor power to power up the engines. Yeah, this is fine. Should I just get the shields upgraded instead? Level 3 shields before the end of the first sector? You know what? Why not? Sure. Why not? Level 3 shields by the end of the first sector. We can maneuver our power into the shield system. This will protect us against burst laser Mark IIs. Not against missiles, but whatever. It's novel to me having so many shields at this point, so why not try it? All right, we try to find try to find a store that will sell to us. We do not, and hey, 3rd bar of shields will protect us against the burst laser Mark II. Hopefully, ideally, the beam as well. All we need to do is dodge 1 laser or have them fire the beam at the same time as the burst laser, which they did. And I feel good. I feel very good about the decisions that I've made so far, because getting that 3rd bar of shields did save us a little bit of damage there. We could have maybe dodged the shot if we upgraded the engines 1 more bar. That would have given us 5% more dodge chance, but this worked out just as well. I like getting the shields upgraded because that's guaranteed damage you can block, not just a 5% chance of blocking it. Doesn't help against missiles again, but well, this is very unfortunate. The whole point about this run is to try to get to the rock homeworlds. That means only 2 red sectors on the sector map. That gives us a very low probability of actually getting this achievement done. It also sucks that these green sectors are not going to give us much combat, but maybe that's a good thing. This ship, only having 1 gun right now, is not the best at combat, so maybe it's better that we not avoid combat, but don't try to get into combat if at all possible. Well, I am going to get into combat here because aiding the civilian ship is really good. We do not need 2 bars of shields, but we don't really need to put that power anywhere else. They only have 1 missile launcher. It's going to fire before the swarms go in anyways, so I'm just going to wait. At the very least, maybe send in 2 swarms. If this shot misses, but it didn't, it landed. So now I just have to wait for them to repair the weapons room, continuously fire in this crystal heavy laser and take those missile launchers offline. So I am going to wait a second. I'm going to fire right now. In shields, maybe that'll keep him busy. We actually missed that shot, unfortunately. They didn't have the repairs done, so they don't have an NG on board their ship. They might have a human, they might have a mantis trying to repair the weapons, repair, because it's taking a long time for the repair to actually finish. So we can definitely send in multiple shots here, and in fact, what I can do is put the shield personnel in the sensors room. We can see what's going on. Yeah, they do have a mantis there, as I expected. So it's going to take him forever to get the repairs done. I might as well fire somewhere else. Piloting gives me a greater chance of actually landing in shot, so why not do that? The mantis will get the repairing done before, or around the next time the crystal heavy is done charging, so I'm just going to wait. Now fire it in. It landed, good. Mantis is almost dead, but their ship is almost dead as well. 1 more shot anywhere will kill them. Might as well fire it in on the mantis just to make his life even more hellish. He dies before their ship even explodes. 12 scrap plus, there it is, 5 hull points repaired. We would not have been able to use that if we had kept the repair arm. We would have been at full health by the little bit of repairing here and there. I don't like the repair arm. It's good because it's 25 scrap. You can just sell it pretty shortly afterwards, but it's not that good. I will defend the outpost. Burst Laser Mark II does not bother me all that much. We know from the last encounter that this ship, it also has no shields, which is nice. This ship will fire the beam and the burst laser at the same time, so 3 bars of shields will protect us from its damage. And that should be all we need to worry about here. As long as our crystal heavy lands, their weapon should go offline. Even if they get another shot in, doesn't matter. They fire at the same time. I just have to wait. It's only a matter of time before this ship falls before us. Yeah, I think they do have it in a exactly 12-second charge time. So I'm actually not even going to attack their weapons because they can't hurt me. I'm just going to attack the cloak. Honestly, that thing's the worst. It's a 10-second cloak. It was level 2. With it being offline, I should be able to sneak in some more shots on this ship, maybe kill them a little bit faster. I like that their burst laser's firing because if they can't damage me, I'm just getting free training out of it. Shield personnel's getting 3 every shot, and we have a 20% chance of getting additional dodge chance on our pilot and engine personnel. So why not abuse this a little bit? And there we go. We now have 4% more dodge chance because they both leveled up +2 each. The cloak is about to get repaired, but our shot managed to land before that actually happened. Good, and we get 27 scrap, which is not that bad. There is a store. We could go to the store and buy another gun. With 84 scrap, though, it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough to buy something. Like, it's not quite enough to buy a Vulcan or a... or something else. I am very glad I came this direction, though, because we just got a gun for free. Burst Laser Mark I, very good. Probably going to have this powered up instead of this swarm. Yeah, you know what? No, let's keep the swarm powered up first, because I was just thinking, if an enemy ship has two bars of shields, the burst laser is not going to do anything except break the shields. The swarm can still do hull damage even when it breaks the shields, because it's going to damage the shield system, not necessarily the shield integrity. We just got another gun, though. It's a pike beam. Okay, now I'm thinking we definitely do crystal heavy, burst laser, pike beam, and then as soon as we get power for it in the future, bring up the swarm. This was a good couple of jumps. We got 2 free guns. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Now, this combat does not bother me. The reason for that is because heavy laser, 9 seconds. Burst laser Mark II, 12 seconds. Shields take 2.5 seconds to come back online. We have it manned, so our shields should be able to come back online before the burst laser lands. However, we also just dodged the heavy laser shot, so it didn't really matter in the long run, did it? I'm just gonna go heavy on their ship, attack their engines, shields. Well, that shot missed, but that's okay. You know what? Sure, let's get the burst laser online. Let's try this out a little bit here. Crystal heavy on shields, and then the burst laser can do a little bit of extra damage while we wait. If their lasers fire at me, I don't care. I actually want them to hit me. I want them to get me more training. We have time, so let's do it. 5 missiles is pretty good, but because I picked up those additional weapons, I'm not that worried about it. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. We probably should have taken some damage there. That's the risk you run when you try to let them shoot at you and get free training out of it, but we barely managed to make it work. Let's get that piloting system up. Do we need it? We're gonna go into a nebula soon. Yeah, let's get the piloting upgraded right now. Weapons upgraded once? No, that doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form. So instead, let's get reactor upgrade, because we do need that shield bar permanently online, and we will need the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can make it. And we will need more reactor power once we get weapons online in the future anyway, so getting the reactor now is okay. A hack, a anti-drone, no boarding drone. They're gonna hack me in O2, which kind of does suck. I did not let my oxygen come back very much on the last encounter because it took the power away to power up the burst laser. So our O2 will go down quite severely. Hopefully it's only a level 1 hack. That'll only last for about 4 seconds. If it's level 2, it's gonna last for 7 seconds, and we'll probably start taking damage right now. So we're gonna have to hit them hard in weapons first and then hacking, I think. Should I get swarms? Probably. Probably more important than the burst laser. I can fire in 2 swarms if I need to take out their hacking system. Level 1 hack. I think we'll be fine if it's a level 1 hack. Level 2 hack is where it really starts to be an issue. Piloting's out, but we did upgrade it, so we still have a evasion chance even though the system is wounded. We had 0 when the pilot was stunned, but he's not stunned anymore. So our shot did land, take out the weapons, breached it. We should be fine now to just fire on their hacking system, take that hack offline, and then keep our oxygen charging up a little bit. Good. Their single shot laser doesn't bother me. If they got the missile powered up, I would have just fired in swarms. I'm going to fire in swarms right now because it is back online. All 3 are true. Charging their FTL. I don't think so. We're going to land our shot in their piloting. They're going to try to surrender. I'm going to say no thank you. I can launch 1 swarm to finish them off if I need to, if they get their FTL drive back online, but I don't think I'll have to. Their FTL's charging again, but the laser is coming in. It did not miss, and they're dead. 16 more scrap. We're up to 25. There is a store here, but I'm not going to go to it. I'm going to jump back down here into the nebula. I think we can make it into the nebula before we have to fight a rebel ship. If we do, it's not that bad because, again, it is a nebula. We're not going to have an ASB to worry about. We have 3 shield integrity. That's pretty good. Not a lot of engine power, but we can just destroy an enemy ship in the nebula. It should be fine. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make this trade. Swarm missile launcher is not going to be that important for us in the future. Just because we have extra weaponry now. We can use the swarm a little bit when we need to and not worry so much about it. So I am going to go into the nebula now. I don't think I can make it to this 1 beacon and then go into the nebula. We do have the piloting upgrade. Good. Just wanted to check that out because it's very important. If we get the Ion Storm blue event option, in which we do, and we pick up another crew member, Sem, a Zoltan. Very good. Very glad to have you aboard. Probably just going to have you in the O2 room, honestly. I could have Sem man a station like weapons. I should have you on engines, but I really like the fact that we have that extra dodge chance because of our engine personnel, so I kind of don't want to have them on engines. But what I might do is have Sem get trained up when we are in an okay position. When we are not in a rough position where we're going to take damage, have Sem man the station, and then when the Sem gets up to a maximum level in engines, then swap Junpeng out for doors or sensors. With 33 scrap, should we upgrade something? Yes. Probably at this point we want to start thinking about a little bit of engine power. It's only 15 scrap. That's pretty dang cheap. And in the future, worry about getting these weapons online. Swarms will keep us going through the next sector if we have to. But having a little bit of extra dodge chance is good against ships that have missile launchers. Like this one here. And if we do end up going to a rock-controlled sector, we are going to want engine power, but it's going to take a while to get anyways. That's Alito, 1 damage on shields again? No, I think it's going to miss shields actually, yeah. Empty room. Good, our shot did not miss, so we did actually take that missile launcher offline. The swarms, if we need to, we can fire them in to take something of theirs offline. I'm just going to go in on piloting first. Reduce their dodge chance to 0. And wait. See if they get something repaired. If they don't, then go in on weapons. Because they did get that missile launcher back online. I'm not going to accept surrender. 9 scrap is terrible. We did start a breach in the weapons room, which is nice. Maybe I can spread around some damage. In fact, I'm just going to get the burst lasers going. Maybe I should have done this instead of swarms, but now that they have nothing, I'm just going to hit them in shields, take their shields offline, burst laser them, and they should be dead. Yeah, they still have no dodge chance. Their ship, maybe there was a fire, maybe they were just repairing that breach or something, but they did not put up much of a fight, did they? 31 scrap, takes 35 and then 50, so 85 total to get 2 more bars of weapon power, and I will want to do that as soon as I can. We can go to 1 more beacon and then jump back to the exit, so why not do that? Exit beacon in a nebula never seems to give you anything anyways. Auto scout ship. I think I'm just going to keep the burst lasers online, honestly. You know what? No, be safe. If we need to hit them hard in their weapons, we can hit them hard in weapons. But we don't need to. They can't penetrate my shields unless they hack shields. So whatever, burst laser. Good, they hacked cloaking. Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me at all. Our shields cannot go down in this encounter because they only have 1 laser and 1 ion. So I'm just going to wait. Crystal, they're piloting. Reduce their dodge chance to 0. Burst laser their shields. Shields are still online, but I can crystal heavy their shields and then burst laser their engines or something. Might as well fire in the crystal heavy first because it will get around the first bar of shields and then the burst laser can get 2 shots in afterwards. Good, did not take hull damage from the fire, from the solar flare, that's very nice. And this should be it. Extra scrap 17, not bad. Definitely worth it coming here. Especially because we did not take any hull damage. So, next sector. We have to go up, unfortunately. I have to go to both of these red beacons. It means we have to go through a Zoltan-controlled sector, but so be it. We have better weaponry now, though, so ideally we can penetrate the enemy super shields a little bit more reliably. Should definitely get scrap into weapon systems. And in fact, I might want to go to a few beacons, then pop up to the store, sell the rock hull plating, upgrade my weapon system as much as possible, maybe get a missile defense system like a cloak or a defense drone, and then go from there. They also did mind control one of my units. It is a level 1 mind control, so I only need to delay him for a moment before he takes the weapons offline. So I'm just going to wait. The bright side is that they cannot hurt me. They have a heavy ion, which does 2 ion damage, and a halberd beam. Heavy ion will take my shields down to 2 full bars, and the halberd beam cannot pierce those bars, so we're going to be fine here. And all I have to do to counter this guy... In fact, I'm going to have Zoltan man the engines for a minute. All I have to do with this guy, send someone in right before he breaks the system, right about now. He hits him for a couple seconds, and then the mind control wears off. So for 10 HP, we delayed that mind control system. It's pretty good, pretty easy to do. The ship does have 2 bars of shields. We will have to use the burst laser in order to sneak in a crystal heavy shot. But we can, if we attack them really hard in their shield system, maybe we can actually get ourselves a bit of an opening so that the burst laser can do damage on its own. Attacking the engines, honestly, that's kind of perfect. I don't like that I'm moving the Zoltan into the shield room because it means I'm going to have to micro him leaving the shield room. So I'm going to put him in the, because the shields are ionized, I'm going to put him in the weapons room instead. So honestly, it doesn't matter if the engines go offline. I'm not going to sacrifice crew HP. Since we don't have a med bay, we only have this clone bay, I don't want to risk too much crew damage if I can avoid it. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, all 3 of our shots missed, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. This also gives us some repair experience, which is kind of okay. Yeah, maybe I'll stop him. Yeah, stop him. There we go. Okay. Try it again. There we go. Oh, except the weapon that we needed to land instead missed. That's okay. This is going to take a while. I could switch over to the swarm, but again, they cannot hurt me. They can only wound my crew. So why not just let them go at it? There we go. Shields are partially offline. They're attacking the shield room. That cannot happen, so I will send my crew member in there to stop those shields from going offline if I can remember. Keep hitting them in shields. Unfortunately, we keep getting the worst dodges. Or they keep getting the best dodges, and we keep getting the worst misses, I should say. Shields are still offline, though. Zoltans are not slow at repairing, they're just not as fast as an NG. Shields are still offline. We also did two damage to the system, so it is going to take them a while to get it repaired. If there's no fire, they're only going to have one crew member do the repairing. There we go. Shields completely offline. Now I can just fire in the burst laser, fire in the crystal heavy on their O2 system, I guess, just to keep them dead. Good. Mind control's out, and they should be dead. Yep. Took a while, but we made it work. 18 scrap. I'm gonna get the clone bay upgrade. I know I was just saying that maybe we should get the weapons upgraded, but I think it's good to get the clone bay upgrade. We get a little bit of extra healing, and if one of our crew members die in a blue event option or just a normal event option, maybe they won't be dead forever. I'm just kind of protecting my crew a little bit by getting that clone bay upgrade. That's fine. 2 missiles for 3 drone parts. We're not using drone parts. We're not using missiles all that much, but I'm going to ignore it anyways. It's just not a very good trade. It doesn't give us anything worthwhile, notable. Unfortunately, this sucks as an encounter. We can't do anything about it except for maybe trying to just lock these guys out. Send all of my crew into the engine room. Open up all the doors in the back half of the ship. Actually, basically every door except for the engine room. Wait a second. And then just lock down the room as soon as everyone walks in there. Only 1 human made it into the room. The rest of them are taking damage from the shield room being low on oxygen. I should leave these open just for a second. And there they come. There we go. Easy. Zoltan got pummeled a little bit, but he'll heal more than the Rockman will, relatively speaking. He'll heal, what is that, like 15 HP? 16 HP, so he'll almost be at full health in 1 jump anyways. I will wait a second for the oxygen to come back, just in case we get hacked there in the next jump. That would be very terrible if that happened, and I got killed because of it. Again, shitty beacon, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. We didn't get anything out of it. By human? Nah, I'm just going to attack the slavers. They do have a missile launcher. It kind of does suck a bit. I'm not going to use a swarm. I'm going to stay with the crystal heavy burst laser because I do need to penetrate the shields in order to actually land in a shot anyways. So we might as well try to send in the burst lasers, take down the shields, and then send in the crystal heavy to take out their weapons. It's not very efficient. We're not going to be doing that much damage, but it's what we got, so we're going to do it. Good. Just barely managed to land in enough shots. Took both weapons offline, I think, which is kind of strange. Shouldn't this be a 1-power weapon? Maybe on enemy ships it's a 2-power weapon, that laser. I don't know. But now we're going to go in on shields. Good, we started a breach. Makes it easier to sneak in some shots next time. Unfortunately, they will get another missile shot off unless I can sneak in a couple burst lasers before they fire. Probably won't be able to, though. Oh, we did! But it just fired in the exact moment that we fired ourselves. And Sem is dead. That's okay, we have a clone bay. Do we want a human who's good at repairing? If we say no, we might get another crew member out of it anyways, but I do like having more crew, especially on a ship with a clone bay, so let's accept it. Get that clone bay powered up. Ooh, you know what? I'm just realizing too, I might want to have the Zoltan man the O2 system permanently, because if I ever do need a crew member, if a crew member ever dies, the Zoltan can just walk into the clone bay and keep it powered so it doesn't get ionized. So I might just want to keep a Zoltan on oxygen for forever, basically. So yeah, actually thinking about it, I think that's what I want to do. Not have him man engines. This side of the ship on the left is just too far away from the clone bay. If I need him to walk into that room to stop someone from dying if we get ionized, it's got to happen immediately. So yeah, I'm going to have the Zoltan just stay in oxygen. I could have him stay in sensors, but I get power out of it in oxygen. I don't really care about what's happening aboard the enemy ship. I can upgrade sensors pretty soon anyways, as soon as I get these weapons online. Probably the pike beam. Medbay, mind control hacking, not very good. Weapons, very good. Heavy laser, probably gonna take it. Probably gonna take it. Augmentations, not very good at all. Lifeform scanner is interesting, but ultimately not that useful. FTL jammer is actually pretty useful, but I'm not gonna take it because I have other stuff to spend scrap on right now. Raw coal plating, we're gonna sell. Swarms we're gonna sell. No, swarms we're gonna keep. If we can use this with everything else, I'll be happy. Yeah. We might need the swarms in the future anyways. Maybe if we do end up using a hacking drone, the swarms we can use to kind of provide a smoke screen for the hacking drone to sneak in. Defense drone won't be able to shoot everything down. So I might just want to just leave it like this. Yeah,